I don't want to learn anything about marriage so soon. Even if you're in a race, you should just look straight at your goal, and looking left and right will make you lose the race. Well, right now I'm loving acting. My first film. I respect the critic's opinion. After all, it is an opinion. When somebody watches a film, they have a right to like the film or not to like the film. It's completely justified. But then, from whatever I know, the reviews have been more positive than negative. So that feels nice. I was extremely happy. That was the obvious reaction I could have had. But more than that, I felt really responsible because I was working in this really big film with all these people who are so good at what they do. Be it the director of Adi, be it Shah Rukh, all at the production house. So any goof-ups were to happen, it was going to happen from my end. So I took that as a responsibility, and I knew that I had to give my best. The first time that I was asked to come and audition, I knew that I'm coming for a Yash Raj film, but I wasn't aware that Adi is directing the film or Shah Rukh is going to be my co-actor. All I knew is that it's a Yash Raj film and it's a very good director and a fantastic actor. After my first audition, I read in some newspaper that this is the film that I'm going for, Rab ne bana di jodi.
कल मैंने उसे पहली बार देखा था और उसे देखते ही लव हो गया.
I felt really happy, and it was very unexpected because I didn't think I would land myself in such a big place so soon and so early on in my life. So I felt very lucky, and I thank God like every single day after that. Because I was a bit nervous before meeting the media, so all that nervousness was put aside for a while. And now that the film is out, I feel it's a better time for me to talk to everybody, because I'm sure you guys will have more questions to ask me now than you would have before the film released. So I think for me this is a better time to come out in the open. I think that should be a prerequisite for any newcomer, because when you're doing your first film, you feel so out of place and so unsure of where you are and what you're doing, if it's right or not, because it's your very first film, so you don't really have any comparisons to make or any knowledge that you might have had earlier. This is the only knowledge that you're gaining, on your very first film. Going by that, he made me feel very comfortable, made me feel like I absolutely belong to this place. Shoot the film in a very realistic environment, which we did. Most of the film was shot in Bombay, in film series, on the sets, a bit of in the studio, and a small bit in Amritsar, where we went to the Golden Temple. I've done so much. I was training for like a month and a half before we finally began to shoot, and it was very tiring and hectic. I used to dance sometimes for like 6 hours in a day, so yeah, that was tough.
The leg has not gone up high enough in this scene.
I think he made me feel very comfortable, and I think that was the way Shah Rukh has played these two characters, Suri and Raj. I felt like I was working with two different actors. Never for once did I feel that this is Shah Rukh playing both the roles. Second thing is that the baggage that Tani came with, she almost looked through Suri. They never had any conversations. It was, they were living in the same house but living two different lives. My parents were very proud. They were very happy. I think they were the proudest parents that day when they got to know about this. My mom shed a few tears also. Well, I come from a modeling background. Anything that I will do will have to be something that I'm confident with. Nobody can influence my decision but myself. So if I feel I'm comfortable in it, I feel I look good, and then I would wear it. Yeah, I would wear whatever I think looks good on me.
Left leg, again, right leg, piche, aaja yara, let's start the way.
I enjoyed the film a lot, and after a while I was able to get lost in the film, I think, which is very good, because initially when you're watching yourself for the first time, you're only looking at yourself and you're only seeing what you're doing and what you're looking at. But after a while I was able to get involved with the film, so I think it was a good experience. Well, yes, I'm in a contract with Yash Raj, which has 2 more films for me other than Rab Ne. Adi is a very nice guy, and he's told me that anything which is good for me comes my way, which is good for me as an actor to build my work. He would be more than willing to allow me to do that. I can always come back into his film. I've never been too much into celebrating New Year from the beginning. New Year's, never, from the beginning. Prayers, of course, so many. I pray every day. I pray on 31st as well. Tu sabr to kar mere yaar, zara saans to le dildaar, चल फिक्र नु गोली मार यार है दिन जिंदड़ी दे चार
होरे होरे हो जाएगा प्यार चले आ होरे होरे हो जाएगा प्यार